And here we go. Today's show is brought to you by Just Beds. That's Just Beds at 3120 Montvale Drive. It's Just Beds. They are the Yawn Exterminators located at 3120 Montvale Drive. Just Beds has your bed in their showroom now. Just swing on by, take a look, and lay in those beds. Decide which one you want. Then just pay for it and go home. It's that easy. You don't have to carry a mattress on your car like a hillbilly. No, you just pay for the mattress you want and go home. And the Just Beds professionals bring it to your house. They knock on your door. They come in. They set up your new bed. They tear down your old one. And they remove it properly. That's what they do at Just Beds. It's Just Beds. They take care of you. Just Beds. They do it right, man. I'll tell you that. That's how they do it. It is Just Beds, 3120 Montvale Drive. Go there and check it out. Queen size, king size, full size, you name it. Whatever kind of bed you want, they can take care of it for you. They've got a ton of different mattresses to choose from. You just pick the one you want. It's that simple. I have a Just Beds mattress that is fantastic. I know Steve has a Just Beds mattress. Steve's mattress has had no sex in it, unfortunately.
Nope.
I mean, other than himself, but I'm just saying, my bed has had some action in it.
There may be some stains on the mattress.
Oh, you have stains on your mattress?
Those are only from me. There are no other donors to those stains.
So sorry.
Just Beds, 3120. Don't you want to buy a mattress just like Steve? Just Beds, 3120 Montvale Drive in Springfield. Welcome. Here we are. I'm Ray. That's Christina.
Good morning.
And there is Steven, the Smoker Mania champion. I hear he kicked Fat 420's ass.
Yeah, he did.
I am a professional.
I talked to TJ, and TJ said that Fat 420 fell asleep or something, or wouldn't get up.
Yeah.
Yep, he dozed off.
While he was smoking pot, he fell asleep.
Yep. That like Jason.
Was he snoring too?
Yeah. Oh, his head fell backwards instead of forward.
Oh my God.
He smoked so much weed, he fell asleep.
Yeah. And only about an hour. It only took about an hour.
And you kept going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you were named winner. Congratulations.
Why, he's the champ. Yay.
I'm very proud of you.
I raised $600 for Buku.
I know.
Yay.
And I heard the money is going to Buku.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. What the hell?
Congratulations, Steve. I'm getting that money.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you still high from it?
No.
I'll say he looks a little hungover.
Yeah.
Hello, no, I just woke up. I was up earlier and
hello, Karen.
Warm and toasty, and I fell asleep.
Hello, Chris. I have no idea, but all right.
And it looks like you're a masturbator to me by your picture.
Yep. So you won the Smoker Mania Championship, right?
Yes, I did. Thank God.
And so Fat 420 in the middle of smoking. How much was he in? Like, how much did he smoke before he fell asleep?
Well, what we had to do is we were both using vapes. And TJ, every 3 minutes we had to take a hit. until one of us either submitted or passed out or just said, "Fuck it, I'm done." And I'll be the first to admit. After about an hour, I mean, I'm glad Fat 420 did what he did because I was pretty well lit. You know, you get these fucking vapes every fucking 3 minutes, you're gonna get a little bit of a buzz out of them.
And
Every
he got to the
minutes.
point where he passed out.
They passed out.
That is crazy. Well, you raise money for
Yeah, he's a big talker.
yeah.
Put your money where your mouth is, buddy.
Jeff said that's like me on the that's how I
Huh.
that's how I
Passed
passed
out.
out. We were doing that weed show. I didn't, I kept hitting that weed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I could have gone longer if we were smoking flower, but there was no need to.
Well, and you've hit that vape. You've got pretty much every minute since 7 or 8 o'clock. For the last 7 minutes, you've taken like 15 hits of it. God damn.
Yeah, you have.
7 o'clock. So just 7:50. 7.
Can't understand exactly. I don't know what language you're talking there, but
Wheatonese.
I've been up.
God forbid.
Damn, Steve.
I woke up late. Goddamn.
God forbid we get someone professional enough to talk on this show.
Wow.
I woke up at 7:50.
Yeah.
Now it is 8:08, and that was my third hit. So
Trying to make up for lost time.
probably my last one for today. We'll see. Depends on if anybody pushes my buttons or anything.
Now, who would do such a thing?
Yeah.
Fucking Tom.
You think Tom could be the one to send you over
He always does.
put you over the edge?
Yeah.
Oh, I had somebody else in mind. I mean,
I know. I think you're wrong, by the way. I think
Ray never does those things.
yes.
The only time I ever really worry about Ray is when he's mad. I usually know when he's mad.
There. Okay, so don't piss him off. We'll be okay.
You are really something. You're really something.
He just has that certain stuff to do. Like, most people would not get to I didn't get offended at all, but most people would be offended if they got a text from their friend that said, "God, I hope you didn't ruin your mother's birthday today." Just out of the blue,
Wonder who that was.
I said it to you just to say that. Well, that's my way of saying I hope your mom had a wonderful birthday. What's wrong with that?
Instead of Happy Easter,
Could
have a
have
good one,
worded
buddy.
it a little differently.
I get. I hope you don't ruin your mother's birthday today.
Wow.
That doesn't sound like anything's wrong. It sounds like someone who cared about you.
Well, no, Christina said, Happy Easter. Have fun with your mother. Brady and Bree said, Happy Easter, Grandpa Steve. Have a good day. I get from you, hope you don't ruin your mother's birthday.
I pray you didn't ruin it. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with my having good thoughts?
Well, I don't think I ruined it.
You didn't shit on the carpet, did you?
I'm sure. What did you do? I'm sure you did things.
Dude, I don't know if we really need to. I'll tell you. I didn't. I got there early. My mom was still at church. So my brother and I took advantage of having a nice day and being outside. So we decided to deal with our holiday while my mom was at church. And we partaked on 420. So then everything went good, and my mom came over. Oh, we had a house full of people. Aunt Barb came over, and then my cousin Stephanie and her dad came over, Uncle Larry, and we was just having a good old time reminiscing and that. And we ate. Oh, ate good. I didn't eat. I was a good boy. They had the whole fixings. I ate. I had a piece of ham, some grilled asparagus, and a little bit of salad.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Wow.
I didn't have rolled potatoes, or I didn't have banana pie, and I had a little piece of strawberry pie, a little piece, like a quarter of a piece.
How many calories do you think you had?
About 1,000.
Not bad, huh? Not bad. You stayed under your 1,500. Very proud.
Yeah. And then I ate a salad after I got home.
Are you drinking your protein every day?
Well, I'm not necessarily drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating. I eat eggs every day. I probably need more protein than that. Although I had it what I had last night. Well, I had salad, chicken and salad. Chicken salad. I put chicken in the salad.
Maybe my wife and I'll buy you some protein. Get you some protein drinks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't. Yeah.
It helps.
But I did have a small. My mom is 82 years old. She looks great. I mean, honestly, she looks great. She's not walking with a walker, which she's supposed to be doing. But my Aunt Barb is 84. They look good. And Larry, he's in his 90s. He look good.
Damn.
That was the only one. All these people. I'm the only one walking with a walker. I'm
You're the only one that needed a walker.
I was the only one that could use a walker. I felt terrible. Then I'm fixing my plate. I fix my plate just like you do here. Yeah. Well, I use a paper plate here, but my mom's had real plates, and I fixed it and I set it on my little walker. Tray, and I start walking to the living room. And I'll be goddamn if that fucking plate didn't fucking fall on the fucking floor. Fell in my basket. So instead of my two nieces coming to help and clean it up,
yeah,
my mom and my Aunt Barb were on the floor. Oh, don't worry, Stephen. We'll get it. And they're sweeping it up. And Mom said, just get the paper towels. It'll be okay.
Tom wants to know, did you molest?
Oh, God.
No. God, you pervert.
So there was no molestation. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Wow.
Good old Steve. Way to go, Steve. So you dropped your plate on your mother's white carpet floor.
No, it's not white carpet anymore. She got that carpet replaced.
Oh, good.
Well, I wonder why. Huge shit stain on it.
You got all
Gonna have to.
She's got all hardwood floor now.
I would hope so.
Everything's easier to clean up. Yeah. That's what she said.
Money.
I hate white carpet, especially after my little incident.
Mm-hmm. My son is Steven Stanton. I hate white carpet.
Good God.
Well, ma'am, the only reason you'd hate it is if someone shit on your carpet. Just shut up and sell me a new floor. Poor Steven.
It's funny. Before we ate, they were talking to Larry. I haven't seen Larry because he divorced my Aunt Elsie about 45 years ago, but he's still alive. He said, what are you doing? He called me Biggin. What are you doing these days, Biggin?
So they called you Biggin?
Yeah,
is that your nickname?
He called me Biggin.
Was your nickname the Biggin?
It's him, yeah. That family, yeah. So he fucking, that's a nasty word. And my mom said, well, Larry, he does a podcast, and I don't really know what to talk about. They talk about some really strange things. I said, oh, okay. And, okay. Glad you're having fun, Biggin. All day he called me Biggin.
Well, that was nice that they were there.
Or ugly. Ugly. Come here.
Wow.
So how old's your cousin?
Oh, she looks good. She looks good.
I mean, how old is she?
Oh, my
I
cousin
didn't
Steph.
ask if she looked good. I just want to know how old. I'm trying to figure out your family dynamic.
Oh, my cousin Steph is she's 65.
65, huh?
She just retired last year from State Farm, 35 years.
Good for her. But she brought her father. That's the one who was calling you begging?
Yeah.
And what happened to her mother?
Oh, my Aunt Elsie died, 10, 15 years ago. She was the big one. You want to talk about? She looks like Mama in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. She was the big one. She was the biggest of the family.
Wow.
But she made the
Cindy
best.
wants to know, did Aunt Barb ask for any new pictures?
No, there was no. I will mention that what I did was Mom said he's on a podcast. Aunt Barb didn't mention any pictures. Aunt Barb was pretty simple.
Barb didn't step up and say, "I've seen the pictures of that podcast. You don't want to see that."
She kind of got quiet when we started talking about that a little bit. And then, she came in and gave me a hug and said, "Oh, Steven, how you doing?" I'm good.
She was very happy to see her Steve.
Her pervert.
I'm probably even more happy that I had clothes on.
I'm sure she was.
I'd imagine. That's just obvious.
Everybody's happy when you have your clothes on.
Good Lord. Good morning, Holly.
Morning.
Good morning, Holly.
So what was the highlight of the day? Of your whole family being together, Steve?
Probably not in the sense it's a highlight, but probably the craziest thing. Because usually, when families get together and they eat and have dinner, after dinner, you just kind of socialize a little bit, before you say goodbye, whatever. It's funny, we got all done, and they were all still there, and I thought it was really strange because we did it. My mom just sits down, she says, "Okay, guys, we have some family business to discuss. I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and leave for now." I thought, whoa.
Oh, wow.
They were all kind of taken back too. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. But it was just, she wanted to go over her will and shit. And she said those people don't need to know.
So she threw everyone out of her house.
Yeah. Except for, the four of us.
So she could talk to you and your brother about her will?
Yeah.
Oh boy. What did she lay any bombs on you or anything?
Nothing that not really. I mean, I'm glad. I get a car. She left me her car.
Oh, you're getting her car.
Yeah.
Is it a nice car?
Yeah, it's a 2018 Buick Rendezvous. Just had a new motor.
Shit. Look at that.
Just had a new motor put in it. I had to put a new motor in right after she bought it. No, but she did. I didn't say anything about that because it was all. I thought it was all going to go in to the estate and be sold. But now I understand she did it more like. I mean, it's more where I understand how it's all going to happen. I mean, that's because it was still going to be a few decisions, but most decisions, like it's all been done. We don't.
That's awesome. So what things of hers you'll get. You won't have to go through the whole.
Exactly. Who gets what?
Yes.
Who gets what? Yep. And all the money that she had in the stock market, she's pulled it all out.
Good for her.
She bought CDs and stuff. So.
Oh, good. At least it's not losing money every day.
Well, she knew that it wouldn't recover in her lifetime probably because she's not in good health. So, and that's one of the reasons why she's trying to do all this. My brother doesn't get that. But, her last heart catheterization, they can't even get a wire through anything in the back of her heart. Basically, the back of her heart is dead.
Oh, wow.
So she has less than 50% capacity of her heart. That's why she has, she takes all these drugs to keep her blood pressure low.
So you made her get on her hands and knees and clean the floor after you spilled your
I
thing.
didn't make her do. No, I didn't make her do it. She had a broom.
Oh my God. Tom wants to know.
But
Tom wants to know if you will be selling this car right away to make money off of it.
I don't know. It depends because it's paid for. So I
I'm
don't
just
know. We'll
wondering, are you
see.
gonna
If,
drive it?
if
Is
I,
it really
if I
nice?
like it, if I like it, I'm just going to drive it. Of course, duh.
Keep it and drive it.
But I'm
You're not
going
gonna
to become
drive that shitty truck. If you got a nice car for her, why would you drive that crappy truck?
I wouldn't.
Right.
I sell it. I give that truck to Dan. I give it to Elliot. He probably like that truck.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's
Nope, like
automatic.
driving a spray painted vehicle around, getting all the money.
It doesn't matter to him. At least he had a fucking car. Wouldn't have to ask, can I drive a car?
Yeah, he wouldn't care. He'd have wheels.
Look at that good looking truck.
Hell yeah.
I don't understand why everybody keeps saying no when I ask them out. I don't understand it. Come for Easter now. Fuck off and get out. And Holly says, Steve, your mom sure likes to have family discussions about her dying.
Well, I think
she likes to make sure she likes to share with everyone how they're going to be
make sure she wants everything in order.
Exactly. She has a specific. I mean, we're talking everything. She had to discuss everything. My brother finally got up and left the room. Dude, you just have to deal with it. Let her. It makes her feel good that she knows that we're taken care of. Because my dad didn't. My dad didn't take. He thought he was, but he didn't. So it makes her feel good now that she can do that, and that's fine. I don't care. I like the way I made some. I did some ciphering in my head.
Yeah.
Afterwards, and I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna end up being a sugar daddy for a while.
Who are you gonna sugar daddy to?
I'll be able to get me one of them Russian women's.
Oh good God.
Oh yeah. From what it sounds, I'm gonna have an extra income and a new car.
All the women there in the apartment complex.
So your plan is to blow everything you get, right? You're gonna blow everything and not just live comfortably for a while.
I don't know.
By the way, I'm suggesting you
to live comfortably.
Yeah, that's what I suggest you do. Not blow it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mother is.
I think I'm going.
And what's your brother going to get out of it? And what's your brother getting?
He's getting the same.
Yeah. So I mean, and
my nieces we're all getting. Yeah, everything getting 25%. 25% of the what she has in her assets and what she has insurance wise and what she wants. And when we sell the house has already been appraised.
I think that's wonderful.
Only thing we'll have to take time is that when we decide what we're going to do with the stuff in the house. And she said even her realtors suggested that if we didn't want any of the furniture, sell it furnished.
Man,
we'll come up with a price with the furniture in it. She said a lot of people do that. They'll buy a house, and new kids are going to buy a first house. They don't have any furniture or anything, but they buy one. My house, my mom's house was decorated nice. I mean, she was an interior designer that's why she went to college when she was younger.
Look at that.
So she knows how to do shit.
Well, look at that. Your mom's all prepared for you guys.
Oh yeah, she is.
It made her feel good to discuss this stuff. Because she's dead, she won't be able to discuss it. So
like I said, after seeing her today, I don't think she's gonna go anytime soon. She looks really good. I mean, other than she's got a lot of sagging skin, but My God, I never seen my mom that small in my life.
Is she gonna make it at 26?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Well, something big happens.
What do you mean you're afraid so?
What?
You should want her to make it
Aren't
that
you
way.
happy that she's gonna make it to 26? Yes.
Stephen
We'll see.
Blaine, you don't even have to think about it.
Probably gonna make it cheaper. I'm probably ain't gonna nothing gonna happen until I'm 60, probably. I bet. I don't know. Cause I don't know how long I could hold out.
Listen, Steve, if you're losing weight now, you'll definitely make it to your 60s. I
I'm
mean,
losing
come on.
weight. I'm losing weight. Yeah. I'm
You're
definitely
losing weight, you'll be happier.
I can scratch the top of my butt now.
Oh, good God.
Look at that.
Goals.
I know I'm getting smaller when I lay down. I don't have so much belly over my fupa.
Yeah. Won't be long before you see your own penis.
I don't know about all
Can't
that.
wait. I reached between my legs when I was standing up yesterday and grabbed it. I'm grabbing my balls more than anything, trying to adjust.
Why were you grabbing your wait a minute, what?
Because when I was walking, my balls were tucked in behind my legs. So I had to stop and spread my legs and jiggle my balls and grab them, pull them out front again.
Where was this? And where did you do this?
In my apartment. You know, I didn't do that out. You know, I don't do that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah. Tom said, just think someday Steve will pull away and announce he can reach around and wash his own ass. Yeah. I've always been able to wash my ass, but it's much more comfortable now. I've never had a problem washing my ass. I've never that fat. I got long arms. I wasn't not short arm like Steve. Where I'm like, oh, I can't wash my own ass. Oh, goddamn. I'm lucky I have long arms, so. Oh well. There's no way in my body that I can't. I can cross my legs now.
Yeah, I saw that this Saturday when you I wanted to do that. When you put your leg up on your knee, put your sock on.
Oh yeah. Oh, all the time I can do that.
I gotta sit on a bed still and pull my leg up on the bed.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
I think I'm almost in the twos, Steve.
Huh?
I think I'm almost there.
Oh, I bet.
I feel it. I'm getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
I weighed myself last week sometime, and I didn't like it. I was still way to go. Still a few pounds.
I stepped on my mom's scale. It said, "Get off, fat ass."
Oh my God!
It just said LOL. I think that meant overload. I said, "Oop!" I said, "Mom, how come? Oh my thing only goes to 300." Okay, that's why it said overload.
Oh boy. Yep. It does. It looks nice when you get on there, and I can't wait till I see it too at the beginning. Oh God, it's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to Jason. I'll say, look how small I am. Yeah, no, I like crossing my legs. I've never been able to do it. I've never been able to do it. I don't even remember crossing my legs in high school.
I don't either.
Not bad. I'm very flexible.
That's where I felt out of place at the family thing. Everybody had their legs crossed but me. I'm just in there, my balls are dangling in the edge of the chair. You know, everybody else is smaller. Everybody's got their legs crossed but me.
Yep. Yeah, buddy. You send a picture of me, you losing weight, you're going to get a picture of a finger in return. I don't know why you'd be so upset, but I don't know why you'd be so upset by your friend sending you a photo of his achievement.
I
Yeah.
know.
I don't know why that would upset you so much. What
He
kind of
should be-
person would do that?
He should be happy for you.
Yeah, why not be happy for me?
Root him on.
God forbid.
Some friend he is.
Yeah.
God forbid you be happy for me, son of a bitch.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you, Christina. I can always count on you.
I'm
Oh.
happy
on
for
your
you too,
kindness.
Steve.
Christina's my best friend. This is why she's so kind. By the way, I see Fat 420 has woken up finally. He's woken up and he's in the
Yeah.
chat room.
Oh, did he finally wake up?
Yeah,
Damn,
he's
dude.
been asleep since Saturday. Shit.
Yeah.
About time.
He woke up and he said, I'm saving my piss for last night for when you win the lottery. Right?
Oh God.
Yep. Thank you, Fat 420. I
Ew.
appreciate it. Make sure to save that piss, buddy. Yeah. Mhm. I'll be buying it from you as soon as I win that lottery.
Ugh.
I don't care if it's after Steve's mom. I don't care if it's after Steve's mom dies and he's got money. He's still drinking piss. If I win the lottery.
He did agree to it.
Yeah.
I might be able to buy my way out of it then.
I don't know.
I don't think he can.
I might be able to buy some omnibuses and some maybe
And get a
I'm
hand
No,
not-
so your mom said that she set it up. You'll get so much money per month, right?
right. Yeah. It's all everything's going into a family trust.
Mm-hmm. That way, there's less taxes,
Right, exactly.
and it won't affect all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
great.
I think my family are really, I think honestly, they're kind of crooked. Because my brother and my mom both talk about, they made a substantial amount of money off the selling of that place that they had in Brookfield. And they're both talking about, oh, this is what you got to do. You got to hide this money here and got to hide this money here so you don't have to pay taxes on it.
So they know how to hide money.
Well, so you don't have to pay such an ungodly, because they would have to pay capital gains tax on their money. So his mom's like, no, you do this and you do that. That's what my lawyer said. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Glad you motherfuckers got that kind of money. God damn.
Yeah. It's been many years since I made enough money to where I had to hire professional accountants and set up. I was making money in the early 2000s. My accountant set up something when the band was making a lot of money and I was making money and I was syndicated and all that stuff. He set up something to where I don't know what he did. He set up a corporation, then he had to 1099 a bunch of people, and then he had to he was putting money here and putting money there, and we got huge tax returns back. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, and I said, we paid how much in taxes? And he told me, and I go, this is crazy. This is the most money I've ever made in my life, and this is like the least amount of taxes I paid in a long, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what was shocking to me was
right. It just figure they know how to do that kind of shit.
yeah, it was amazing.
Wow.
You know, that was very weird. Oh well. Yeah, but that was when I made enough to where I could hire an accountant, and it's amazing how much money I saved.
I've never made the highest I ever made in my life was $38,000 a year.
Oh no. I was fortunate. I had some years of good earnings.
Oh, I had some years when I had no income, but I had income at the same time. So I guess, but it wasn't that much. But I was making good money when I lived in Dupo.
Mm-hmm.
I made really good money when I lived in Vegas too, but that's one we won't talk about on
Yeah,
there
we
because
know
I
what
don't
you
know.
were doing.
You were
I don't know
stealing
if
things, right?
Hey, what
Not
happens
in
in
Vegas, I
Vegas
wasn't.
stays in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
You were stealing things when you were in
In Dupo, yeah.
Dupo.
We know what you were doing at Dupo.
Did you count your theft as income?
No, did not.
Stealing, cooking.
That was money that was made off the books.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of under the table money there.
Mm-hmm. You didn't pay taxes on any of that, huh?
Oh, no. Well, in the end, I did.
Yeah.
When I would get hungry, I'd have to go to Dollar Tree and buy a bunch of food. So in the end, I was paying taxes on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was using that money to purchase things that I was paying tax on.
You paid sales tax.
Exactly.
Sales tax is not income tax.
It wasn't really.
I am not being sent to El Salvador. Stop. What the hell?
Oh, good God, Jeff.
These YouTube comments, unbelievable. They're not going to send me to El Salvador. I'm not breaking the law. Why would I go to El Salvador? I'm not going to go on the run from ICE. I am an American citizen. I was born in Chicago. I didn't know they sold food at the dollar store. How the hell do they sell food?
Oh, they sell all kinds of candy and chips, and they even have ice cream and hamburgers and burritos.
You had a diet of candy, chips, and ice cream. No wonder you're so fat.
This is shocking.
God damn.
That was back when I lived in Dupo. Oh, we ate a lot of junk. Yeah, we ate a lot. I had a whole drawer full of cookies and chips. That was the stoner drawer when we got hungry. Then I had a little mini refrigerator that I kept loaded with soda and beer for all my drinkers. And I had everybody wanted to come hang out in Steve's garage. I had a TV with fucking cable into it, heat, anything you want in my garage except pisser. You had to go outside to go piss. If you had to shit, you had to go into the bedroom.
And a lasagna pan.
No, we didn't shit. And I really wanted to put. We had a urinal that we were going to hang on the wall, and then just drill a hole through the wall and put a tube on it so it drained outside.
Sakes! Oh my God!
But we never did. Michelle said no. Don't do that. Look, we did. We had air conditioners in there in the summertime and a heater in the winter.
Also, you guys can go out there and make meth.
Well, no, we worked on go-karts and motorcycles and things like that, lawnmowers. We made things. We designed things. We fabricated stuff.
Oh yeah, didn't we hear the story of him stealing a go-kart once? You stole a little kid's go-kart or something? Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of tools.
Like I just ignored that question.
We had a lot of tools, so we did a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We basically listen to music.
Where'd you get these tools?
Yeah, did you go buy those? Did you buy those tools?
Sun shining bright today.
What store did you buy those from, Steve? Did you pay sales tax on those when you bought them?
How about that Pope? That Pope died. Sad. He just did Easter Sunday and some just died on Monday.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
Yep. The Pope died. Yep.
Oops.
That's what Steve's worried about. The death of the Pope. How's the stock market? Is the stock market down again?
Probably.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not open yet, is it?
Don't pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah, it's open now. Stock market opened at 8 a.m. Eastern, right? Or 9 a.m. Eastern is when it opened. I'm just saying yesterday it was it had fall. It was collapsing yesterday, and then I was hoping that it was, going up or something. That's why I was checking.
Everything's positive. Well, S&P's up
Good. I was hoping.
only 0.13. Euro stocks are down. Whatever FTSE is positive at 0. I think it says Dow live. The Dow jumps 400 points as Wall Street rebounds.
Oh, good. Okay, we wanted to see this
That's
rebound.
live update as of 6 minutes ago.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Yep. S&P gained 1%. The NASDAQ composite also climbed. Hey, Tesla is up 2%.
Way to go.
Netflix climbed 3%.
Now if they can get people to buy the cars.
Yeah. Meta and Amazon advanced. Of course they did. I wonder if Elon Musk would be interested in putting a fat guy in space. I'd like to go to space.
Why would he be interested in doing
Oh,
that?
Lord.
We sent Katy Perry up there. And that other Yale chick, she is an astronaut. If you go into space, you're an astronaut. Whatever, you're only there for 2 seconds. Like shooting a big firework in it.
It was pretty cool that they did it, right? Don't you think so?
Yeah, it's all women, yeah. That's cool, yeah.
And Jeff Bezos, right? Because Bezos also went up with him.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
It was him and a bunch of girls went up. Yeah. Party on.
Oh, can you imagine being weightless having sex?
Yeah,
with Katy Perry?
You can
Katy
imagine
Perry,
having sex with anybody, right?
Katy Perry.
Of course
kissed
you would
a girl
think of
and she
that.
liked it.
You can't have sex in regular gravity. What the hell?
I'm sure it'll be easier.
Oh, well.
God, Steve.
Yeah, because I guess they were all allowed. Weren't they all women allowed to bring somebody with them or something?
I think so.
No idea.
But all the guys were in another part of it or something.
Mm. I just remember they showing Bezos plant flip falling when they went to open the door.
You think what?
They showed a picture when Bezos went around to open the capsule door and he tripped and fell in a hole.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, pretty interesting. Going up to space. The Pope's dead.
Oh.
Who's going to be the new Pope, Steve? Are they finally going to get an American?
No.
You think so?
No. I think his name's going to be John something.
Well,
Pope
they renamed them. They rename them when they become Pope.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, their names are something else, and then they become. After they become Pope, they get a new name.
And I didn't know. I watched a thing on TikTok where they like that where that Pope lived, where his quarters was in the Vatican. They put a ribbon through that and they seal that with a wax seal. It's just like it was when he passed away. It's kind of interesting watching that.
Do you want to know who they say are the guys that are up for Pope right now?
Sure.
There's a guy named Cardinal Peter Erdo. Erdo is the Archbishop of Budapest and a primate of Hungary. Then there's a guy named Cardinal Reinhard Marx, who is the Archbishop of Munich and Freising. There's Cardinal Mark Woolley, who is of Canada.
Oh, Canada.
And he's led the Vatican's influential bishop's office for over a decade.
Oh, wow.
Then there's a guy named Cardinal Pietro Parolin, who is of Italy. And there's a guy named Cardinal Robert Prevost, who is an American. He's a Chicago-born American.
Oh,
who could be the first American pope.
that'd be cool. That would be cool, especially someone from Chicago.
Then there's a guy named Cardinal Robert Serra, who is of Guinea.
Oh.
And he's an African American. He's a black guy. I guess he's not African American. He's not American, but he could be a black. Have we ever had a black pope before?
I don't think so. I was just thinking, have we ever had a black pope?
Then they have some guy, Cardinal Christoph Schönborn, who is of Vienna, Austria. Then there's Cardinal Louis Tegel, who is of the Philippines.
Oh.
There's a guy named Matteo Zappe,
Mexico.
who is
Spanish.
The Archbishop of Bologna.
Oh. I'd like to go to his country. I love Bologna.
Bologna. Well, but I'm saying one of the potentials is an American guy. That would be kind of cool, right?
That would be cool. Or a black guy.
Yeah, it'd be good to see either an American or a black guy. The guy from Chicago would be cool, though, right?
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
Chicago-born provost could be the first American pope. He has extensive experience in Peru, first as a missionary and then an archbishop. And he's currently prefect of the dicastery for bishops. Not bad.
Wow.
I don't know how it works, but those are the guys that are up for it. I think it would be good to see. I think it'd be cool to see an American pope.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Will we see one? I don't know.
I hope so, but I don't know.
Roy says, you went right past, I'd like his country. I love bologna. No, I heard it. I just chose to not make it a point. I heard it. Tom says, I don't want an American pope because that person could be in line. Trump. No, the guy doesn't live. He's born in America, but
he doesn't live.
He lives in Italy. He lives in the Vatican. He lives in the Vatican. No, Father Steve Staunton is not on the list. No, he's not. Steve, you're not even Catholic, are you?
No. I'm a United Methodist.
Oh God, my wife grew up Catholic.
My Aunt Barb's Catholic,
and my daughter went to SHG. So she's not officially Catholic, but her mom is Catholic, and she's been to a Catholic church many times because she went to SHG and stuff. And for Easter prayer, my mother, I said, all right, Easter prayer, here's Bella. And until my mom was kind of, I like to say the prayer. You know, she was very upset that my daughter said the prayer. And my daughter did Our Father who art in heaven. Hallelujah. She did the whatever they call that prayer.
Lord's Prayer.
Lord's Prayer, which is a Catholic thing.
Yeah.
And then my mother, at the end, my mother added stuff to it. And while my daughter was doing the regular prayer, my mother starts adding stuff, and then she goes, "Oh, well, I wanted to make the Baptist version of the prayer." Oh my!
Oh, wow.
Oh, you're kidding me. My mother goes, well, you were doing the Catholic version of the prayer. I wanted to do the I'm like, oh, because I've told you before, my family's the whole Baptist bullshit.
Right, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I'm like, oh, for God's sakes, can we please? Do we have to, by the way, Corey says, Ray wants the Cubs fan to be the new Pope. I'd love if a Cubs fan was the
Oh,
Pope.
Lord.
I might Cubs might have a chance then. Yeah, you talk about. I agree. My mom must be know something's up. She's gun ho church, man. Church this, church that.
Yeah, well,
she's in every women's group, and
when people get closer to death, they get more religious.
That's even on the first page of her will.
Pascal's wager. You know what Pascal's wager is, right? It's a you have to ask yourself, is there a God or isn't there a God? And is there an afterlife or isn't there an afterlife? So there's a philosophical reason that people late in life get religious.
Oh.
Because they start as an internal thing where people say, you know what? If there is a God and there is an afterlife, and all I got to do is worship and I get in.
Right.
And if there's not one, then I just die and there's nothing. Okay. Right. So they say, what the hell? I might as well.
Right.
I might as well. They wager. The wager is I might as well worship. That way I'll get it. If there is something, I'll get in.
Yeah.
And if there's not anything, well, fuck it. I'm not losing anything. Right. I'm not gaining anything and losing anything. So that's why people late in life get into church. That's how it works.
Oh yeah, she's leaving money to the damn church.
You don't like that? Are you not happy with that, Steve? You don't like the fact that she's leaving money to church?
I wanted to protest.
He'd rather have it.
That one, but I just kept my mouth shut.
So you're fine with her leaving money to the church?
Yes, I'm fine with leaving money. Well,
it doesn't sound
after
like
I saw how the money was going to be used. Okay, then. That's cool.
How much is she leaving to the church?
$2,000.
Is that too much or just enough?
Me?
No, to the church.
No, that's fine. That's
okay.
She's leaving me about 100.
So I'm saying that you're not angry that she's leaving money in the church, are you?
No. It's all good. She had only thing that my brother questioned it, and I'll do it, but she wants her ashes spread on the grounds where the house she grew up in Pena. I said, Mom, you can't do that. I said, my brother's like, I'm not fucking just walking in somebody's yard dumping your ashes out. I said, well, you have to ask first. You have to ask the people. I'm not fucking going up to the fucking house. Dude, my mom said, then dump them in the trash, Matthew. I don't care.
Wow.
I thought she donated her body to science.
She did. And they send her ashes back to us when they're done with it. And they have to keep her body for 6 months and use it, and they cremate it, and they send the ashes back to us.
Oh, okay.
I said, I'll deal with that, Matt. Don't worry about it. He's like, I'm not fucking doing that. That's fucking stupid.
Well, why say that in front of your mom?
Exactly.
You just when they're live, whatever you want, we'll do it. We're doing whatever you want.
Exactly.
And then when they're dead, do whatever.
Yeah.
Holly says, so when you're ready to go, you pay attention to God. That sounds hypocritical. Well, it's actually something called Pascal's wager. There's a philosophy behind it. So that's
the only thing I brought up is a couple shadows. Oh boy, here goes my computer again. Monday morning blues.
Oh shit.
Is he frozen?
I think.
I'm not
Oh, no,
frozen.
he
Oh,
moved.
he's not frozen. I thought he froze on us.
I
Yeah,
did.
too.
I did.
Hmm.
My damn.
What? What
What
the
can
hell was that?
Just him mumbling because he can't speak.
Oh, I am gonna get this badass computer because my mom got a new computer and she's got a great big. She's one of those curved screens.
Oh, nice.
Because she can't ever see because she can't see worth a shit. So she need a bigger screen and she got this fancy type board. I said, I want your computer. Okay.
Did your nieces want anything?
Not really. My youngest niece really doesn't. She don't grasp it. She's kind of like, honestly, she acts just like my brother did when my dad died. Of course, they're the same age, but my dad died different under different circumstances. But she just, my mom's talking all this stuff, and she's just on her phone. And my mom's like, "You're not paying attention to the word I'm saying, are you?" Huh? And mom, she's 13 fucking years old. She don't worry about it. She ain't worried about it. She ain't worried about bullshit like that. The older one, she was. I like to have this and some of the quilts and shit like that. My mom's got this. Some furniture, that belonged like the rocker. One of the mom's rockers belonged to my mom's mom, who Aloris is named after. She wanted that. So, Eva. So, but yeah, it don't. I don't. It don't bother me. I'm just like I said earlier. I text my brother. I said, dude, just let her do what she needs to do.
Yeah.
No,
If it makes her happy to discuss it.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it when it comes time. We'll deal with it. It ain't no bigger fucking deal. It's stupid. We don't need to be. No. She wants to make sure everybody's taken care of. And I told you my sister-in-law wouldn't show up. She went to fucking Florida with her sister.
Oh, how nice.
Wow.
Went to go get some good Florida dick.
Probably.
She's sick and tired of that Stanton dick.
No, they went shopping. She likes
Went
to
to get
shop.
some good dick.
I'm pretty sure my brother's got a pretty good sized Peter. He's not a big guy like me. He's tall.
I'm not even going to ask. I don't want to know.
I have never thought of any of my brother's penises. Holly says, listen to Steve being nice and understanding while his brother's being mean.
Well, my brother he don't deal with death. That's his problem.
People just don't want to deal with it. But, you just, if it makes your mother feel better, why not, right?
Exactly.
Yes. Make her happy.
Holly says her parents are in their urns in her living room, and when she dies, they get buried with her.
Oh,
that's sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah. Cindy says she's surprised that Steve hasn't seen his brother's dong. He is a dong gazer. Yeah,
I'm sure he has.
Well, I'm probably saw when he was a baby.
He does gaze. We are aware of his gazing. That's for sure. We know he's a gazer, everybody, in case you're wondering. Steve's a big gazer. Big dong gazer. He loves those dongs. There's no one alive who likes dong more than Steve. He's a fan of the dong. Yep. I see Amanda Kluge's off of her job at Amazon or whatever, and she's in the chat room. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
She says lightning is going to strike right. I don't know why is lightning going to strike my house? I don't know.
I don't know. It's not even storming out.
I don't know.
You must have said something.
Corey says the Lord's Prayer is not just a Catholic prayer. It's in the Bible. That's how Jesus told us to pray. I'm saying that my mother had to make a, she had to make a distinction between Catholicism and baptism. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I've told you guys before, my family, my grandmother's mother was born. She was born to one of the maids. She was the daughter of one of the maids at a Spanish royal house in Mexico City.
Oh wow!
They think one of the children got this maid pregnant.
Oh,
and so they took her when she was an infant. They took her and they just put her out in the stoop or whatever.
in a basket.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was a basket or not, but all I know is that there were, this is a true story, there were Baptist missionaries living in Mexico City. They were Americans, okay? They were American people that were Baptist missionaries living in Mexico City. And they went and found the baby. And then they adopted the baby. And because they were American and they adopted this baby, the baby was American.
Right.
And that was my great grandmother. So even though she had never been to America, she was American.
Right.
And then as she grew up, and she was still living in Mexico, and she met a man from, I believe my great grandfather was from Monterrey or somewhere, and they got married. My grandmother was technically American. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started having children. And then something happened. They lost a job or something. And my grandmother said, well, we could move to America. And my great grandfather was like, we could apply for citizenship. And then my grandma said, no, we don't have to. I'm a citizen.
Right. Yeah.
And so she went to the embassy and they said, yeah, you're a citizen. Your parents were American. You're American.
Right.
And as an adult, she came to this country. That's how they got into the country. She was an American, even though she had never lived a day in her life in America. And then she and her husband and children, they moved to America in Chicago. That's how they came into the country, because her parents were American. Right. So she was just let in. She didn't have to apply for citizenship. She was a citizen. In fact, she came here and voted. She was able to vote in the first election she got here. And my grandmother was American as well, because her mother was American. It's a crazy story, but that's how my mother's side, the Peraza side, was American. And then they had children, and then their later children they had in the United States, so they were naturalized. Right. So that's how, that's how it happened. And then eventually my grandfather came from San Luis Obispo, and he came into the United States, and he met my grandmother, who was a citizen, and they married, and then they had kids. So, so that's how my family came to America. But it was because of the Baptist missionaries. So that's why my mother is so Baptist. Right. And she's, she doesn't like if anybody wanted to become anything else but Baptist. Right. So it's still an issue with that side of the family. So that's why she was making the point of, well, I did the Baptist version of it.
Right.
You know, I'm like, I don't give a shit who cares? You know.
That's kind of like my mom. She's writing curriculum for history of painting for high school. And
Yeah.
trying to teach more about painting in the area. I didn't know this, but you know, you might know this. You might not know. You know, back in we're talking way back when they had the coal mines in Pana and Taylorville and all that. Did you know that the coal mines hired 100,000 African Americans to come work in the coal mines, but they couldn't come through Illinois? What they did is they came to Carlinville and they went underground all the way over to Pana and into the coal mines.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm like,
Didn't know that.
They traveled through the mines to get there?
They traveled underground from Carlinville to Pana so they could, because I guess they couldn't. I guess this was before, blacks were not allowed to work or whatever.
I think they've always been allowed to work. They came to this country. That's how they first got to this country was.
Well, that's just
forced to work.
The slaves. Yeah.
Damn. But Illinois was a free state. We weren't a Confederacy state. We were a free state.
For some reason, they fucking walked under the ground. I don't know.
Were they technically underground, or was it like underground railroad type?
No,
because they called the Underground Railroad, but what it meant is they traveled at night. Because there was no underground. There wasn't a real underground railroad. That was just what they called it, underground. Because they traveled at night to keep from being.
Oh, now I need to ask my mom. Could I ask her again? You said underground in tunnels.
Okay. Because there's.
But that really would, if you cut across the fields, that really wouldn't be that far.
Yeah, I'm saying that they called something the Underground Railroad.
Right,
but they
right.
really didn't travel underground. They traveled at night, and they traveled through ways that they couldn't be seen. That's how the Underground Railroad worked.
Roy pointed out, he got it right there. At the highlight, Roy. Right there, he got it. That's what it was. About the race riots in Carlinville, and they weren't welcome.
Oh, wow.
Well, Springfield had race riots too. It was very shameful. I mean, like Corey says, just because we were a free state didn't mean
right.
Yeah. Chicago was welcoming to blacks, but the rest of the state very hillbilly.
Right.
The rest of the state was not very friendly. There's a lot of sundowner towns where after dark you had to be out of town if you were black. You could not.
Oh.
Which, by the way, how embarrassing. Good Lord. And we're talking 1900s.
Yeah.
This is in the 1900s.
Yeah.
Not the 1800s.
1900s. After they were freed.
You got to remember, women weren't allowed to vote until. When was suffrages? When was the suffragette movement? What, 90? And that was what, 1920 or something, right?
Probably. I don't know.
I mean, it was crazy. This country is not this country is not as modern as we think it is.
No.
In 1920, yeah.
In
1920 is when women were finally guaranteed the right to vote.
Wow.
That's 1920. So literally, it's just 105 years that women have only been allowed to vote in this country.
Oh, damn.
That's crazy.
So we're not that modern.
Man.
We're not that far removed. The civil rights, the civil rights legislation wasn't signed until 1960s.
Right.
It was after Kennedy's death is when it was finally signed. Which is nuts when you think about it. And they've never had an equal rights amendment, but they did get civil rights bill signed in the 1960s, which is crazy. There are still people in Congress that, that are opposed to an equal rights amendment, and they don't want equal rights for black people and women. They don't want. There's people that still feel that way, which is crazy. It's 2025.
Yeah.
I can't believe we still have people that are that backwards.
Oh yeah.
It is crazy to me that there are people that are hung up on bullshit like that. It's nuts, right? Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't it crazy that people still have a problem with gay marriage and
oh yeah.
It's just nuts. I just don't understand. I don't understand these battles we have. What in the hell? What does it matter to you?
Exactly. It's not hurting you. What does it matter to you?
Right.
I can't believe this whole trans issue. I can't believe we still have trans issues in this country. I don't know. My take has always been, if something's going to make somebody happy, why the fuck do I want to stop it?
Right.
Exactly.
You know? Why the hell do I want to stop something that makes somebody else happy just because it freaks me out a little bit? It doesn't make one bit of difference what anyone else does in their house.
That's right.
I don't care. You can sleep with whoever you want to sleep with, Steve. You want to have sex with, well, except for children. I don't want you having sex with children.
Yeah, don't do that.
But
yeah, the guy across the hall, Steve.
Yeah, you can go have sex with a guy, woman, guy. I don't care.
Go to Riverside Park, have at it.
Yeah. And it shouldn't affect me at all. It shouldn't affect me it doesn't affect me what your gender is. If you don't feel that you're a male, that you'd like to be a female, fuck, I don't care. I don't get, and then they turn it into, well, what if they're playing sports? Oh, are you kidding me? I just think someone who's transitioning from one sex to another, I think the last thing they're worried about is playing sports.
Yeah.
Right.
I really think that's the last thing that they're worried about is playing fucking sports. I think that's bullshit. That is a bullshit excuse to not like people transitioning. That's what I think. Like Joe says, do you believe biological men should compete against biological women? Yeah, whatever. Play chess. Go play chess against a woman. I don't care. By the way, I just think if you're transitioning, the last thing that you're worried about is playing sports. I really don't think that's just something to get people.
It's like an extracurricular activity in your life.
Yeah. But it's just, here's what it is. There's people that are creeped out by it and they think everyone should be creeped out by it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I don't get that. It's like, I don't, why does it bother you? It shouldn't bother you at all. And no one is transitioning. Thank you, Karen. No one's transitioning just to win at sports.
Right, exactly.
You see these MAGA people out there saying, well, I don't want my daughter playing against some boy. And I don't know any guys that are like, you know what? I'm not winning any medals in sports, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to transition into a woman so I can win some sports.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
No one is doing that. You could always play a guy who's fatter and slower than you are, and you'll win at sports. What do you gotta,
I never considered transitioning. I've never won a fucking thing. Always second place.
And you raced against other men, right?
Yeah, I raced against men. I played football against other men. I played everything. I never once thought, well, I'm gonna become a girl so I can get better, so I can win.
It's crazy. It's nuts. It is just nuts. And I just don't see why. I don't know. It's just none of my business. But to come up with the whole bullshit about, well, they're playing sports. Who cares? I don't give. I saw somebody on Facebook. They were talking about there was a transgender swimmer or something.
Oh,
you know what I mean? What in the hell? When the fuck has anybody ever followed college Division III college swimming or something? When has anyone ever given a shit about it? When has anyone cared about it? But then you make it a trans issue, and
right.
It's just crazy. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, but now, like TJ says, transgender people are scared for their lives, scared for their safety, which I think that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
To make people scared. But I don't listen. I do have to say something though. There are women in this country, regular women, every day who are scared for their safety.
Oh yeah.
Every single day, because there are perverts out there that, like there are women that walk through an area every day where they feel unsafe. And it kills me that that goes on.
Yeah. In Springfield.
Yeah.
In Pana. My mom, we were standing outside in her alley, and there's this guy come walking down the alley, and he definitely didn't live in that neighborhood. And she's like, "This is the kind of shit I'm seeing more and more around here." Unfortunately.
But I'm saying it's very strange that there are people that feel unsafe.
Oh,
anybody feeling unsafe is just not good.
Right.
Holly says good people will not let anything happen to trans people. She says, I know I would.
Right.
I know. Unfortunately, there are shitty people in this world.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
There are shitty people in this world. There are very, very shitty people. And we let shitty people get away with doing shitty things all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm just saying with life being as difficult as it is for everybody in all walks of life, why in the fuck would you take a second out of your existence
to worry
about something as ridiculous as someone else's sex or gender preferences? Why the fuck does it Like I hear people bitch about, I don't care what your fucking pronouns are. What does it matter to you?
Right.
Exactly.
What does it matter if someone wants to be called,
Exactly.
you know, it doesn't take one bit of anything away from me to call you whatever. I just, you know. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It's crazy. That's what's going on in this country, though, is people hung up on shit like that.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's only been 105 years since women were allowed to vote. We've only had the civil rights. We've only had civil rights laws. And by the way, there are people trying to dial back civil rights legislation. There are people trying to dial it back. That was only signed in the 1960s. Oh my God.
Wow.
Diane says, I do me, you do you, we get along fine. Absolutely. Yeah.
I agree.
It doesn't take one inch of skin or ounce of anything off me to have you live your life. I don't care. I don't care what anybody's like. If Christina was lesbian, Steve, imagine Steve.
That'd be cool.
Imagine Christina. Imagine Christina was a lesbian. How would it affect you?
It wouldn't really.
Exactly.
Unless you wanted to watch, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell. You'd be all about that, wouldn't you? Hey, Holly.
Oh yeah.
Say Christina and Holly were having lesbian sex.
Oh,
How would it
I'm finding a
affect-
way. I want pictures. I want to be there. I want pictures. I want pictures.
Of course you would.
So it would affect you. You're saying that it would affect you.
Oh, it would make me hard.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh, it would affect me. It would affect me.
Wow.
Karen says about people wanting to control other people. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy. I just think it's nuts. You do you, I'll do me. We'll all be fine. I think it's sad that there are people afraid of being who they are. And I think it's tragic that there are trans people in this country now who are scared to death.
Yeah.
There are things that they, it's just tragic. Very tragic. Corey says, if Christina was a lesbian, the only way it would affect Steve is if he would have two chicks cleaning his house.
Oh,
he'd love that.
Then they'd use your bedroom for sex.
You'd get out of your chair then, wouldn't you? You'd be in the bedroom in the doorway.
He'd do some walking then.
Yeah, he would.
If there were lesbian women stuck in the dryer at your place, you go that laundry room a lot more. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
He'd be checking out the old laundry room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Steve loves. No one likes lesbian sex more than Steve. Tell you what.
I like all sex, probably.
You'd watch it no matter who was doing it, huh?
Probably, yeah. It's been
Two
so
guys?
long.
He would. I think he would. I think he's just a voyeur. I think he would definitely watch. He would
I
watch
know he
gay
would.
men have sex.
No,
Absolutely.
I'm sure he would.
Couldn't do two guys.
I bet he would. I bet he fantasizes about you.
I could
What
do
don't you fantasize about?
What don't I fantasize about?
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I don't fantasize about like attractive women because I know I'm never going to get an attractive woman. I'm never going to be with a supermodel or whatever. You know?
Why not?
Because I'm not
You
stupid.
don't fantasize about attractive women?
Well, I do. I just they're not something that fall under my forte. I guess you'd say. I've never had an overly, perfectly shaped hourglass, beautiful blonde, clean shaven, wall wax, smooth skin.
I haven't had sex with a blonde in a long time. Last time I had sex with a blonde was over 30 years ago, Steve. Yep. Over 30 years ago.
Wow.
My anniversary is Monday.
Oh.
And it'll be 33 years that I've been married. Holy shit.
Wow.
How the hell have I been off the market this long, ladies?
Oh,
ladies, this is not available. All of this is not available to you. How dare you? I'm just trying to make some fantasies. Should I take my shirt off again?
Oh, Lord. No, because then Steve will take his off and no.
Then Big D will pop on.
God.
You have to admit that was a lot of testosterone flowing that night.
Steve, you would have sex with a girl with a mustache? You don't care?
My ex-wife had a mustache.
Oh, good Lord.
The grossest thing I ever did. Never saw in my life. She always pluck them.
Were you ever attracted to your ex-wife?
Fuck no. Yeah, on the phone before I met her.
Why did you marry her?
I'd already asked her. Fucking already asked her to marry me.
You could have backed out. Like, oh, sorry, my bad. Thought you were somebody else.
I didn't think I could do any better. So I thought, well, I guess she's the first. She's not the first one I ever asked to marry me. She's the second. But the first one.
Who's the first girl you asked to marry you?
Lisa, and that's when I got in trouble for being a police officer.
Oh yeah, she broke up with
her grandpa said, "You will not marry that young man."
So you did ask her to marry you, and that was
we were going to get married. We were supposed to be engaged.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Her mom and dad like, no, he steals. No.
So when you were in first aid a police officer, you broke up your engagement. I didn't realize that. I guess I do know.
My very first one. That's about how I look, too.
Well, Corey, it is not my wife having a three-way with Ray and my extra skin. How dare you? That is just disturbing.
Wow.
Oh, well, what's wrong with you guys?
Well,
Steve, I'm going to give you 24 hours to come up with new stories.
A new story?
Yeah, we need new stories for tomorrow.
About? Was there a topic?
I thought Aunt Barb would have.
No, she was pretty cool.
You said that she was cool. That was nice.
Yeah.
So there wasn't any kind of.
She probably forgotten all about it. So
let's hope so, right? We don't want to bring that up to her.
No. I wasn't going to bring it up. Yeah.
Reminded her of that. That would be terrible.
I didn't want to ruin my mom's birthday.
Oh, thank God.
Hope you don't ruin your mom's birthday.
That was my post to you. I was being accurate. I just didn't want your mother to have her birthday ruined. It sounds like she had a great day though, and that makes me happy, Steve. Makes me happy. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up. And we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. with another show. Christina, was a good weekend for you?
Yes, very good weekend.
And Steve, you won Smoker Mania.
Yeah.
You had a great Easter.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a good weekend too.
It was good.
WrestleMania was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah. So
He was too high to watch it, but
fuck no, I watched it all. I called most of it, but there were a few surprises in there.
Well, good. All right, everybody. We will be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I can't wait for Christine to put up another chicken video later.
Oh,
yeah,
Yay.
I need to do that. I'm behind.
Chicken video. It's Chick Talk.
They're outside right now.
Chick Talk. Yay. All right, see you guys later.